Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. So it's been a few days since the release of Rage. I pretty much 100%ed the game at this point, and there are a few things that I think that new players would like to know before getting into this game, since it is a massive open world game, and sometimes right next to the end, or maybe even after you've completed the game and then feel real embarrassed about not knowing something maybe quite simple to a lot of people. But I'm going to go over a few things that I would have found incredibly useful before starting the game, or at least at the start of the game. So let's just jump straight into it. So Rage is an open world game, like we said, and one of the cool things about Rage 2 is that from the get-go, as soon as you complete the tutorial, you pretty much open up the whole world map, and you can go wherever you want. There's no limits. You're not going to open up different areas as you go or anything like that. Matter of fact, there's only 7 or 8 actual main missions. The story is actually very short. Now, a lot of people probably wonder as they go in, it's like, oh, should I take advantage of this and like explore everything I can, or maybe I should do some story missions because maybe something will unlock. Let me leave this very clear. There is no change to the world map no matter how many story missions you do. So you can complete the whole story. The world map, the exploration will be exactly the same as it was before, so feel free to just explore as soon as you have the chance. Matter of fact, this game is actually a bit of the other way around. Until you do certain side quests or just different areas in the game, you won't actually be able to continue with the main story. At a certain point, you would actually need all 3 of the different characters or main characters, which are like the little level bars you see at the left of the map, or every time you complete a settlement, an arc, or just a bandit camp. You will need all of those minimum level 5 if you want to complete the game and complete the story. So from the get-go, I really do recommend doing every single little side area that you come across as you drive around. A lot of them are really short, just kill a few enemies, maybe press a switch to open a roadblock, explore an arc. They're not massive areas, and you don't have to do like the 100%, you don't have to open up every single container or anything like that. You just have to do the main objective of those side areas, and this will start leveling up the 3 main characters. So yeah, I'd recommend at least getting them up to level 5 before even going to start the main story. There is one exception here. I would take the yellow bar, the yellow character, all the way up to level 10 as soon as possible, because this will unlock the Raptor, and this is the best vehicle. Like, I'm not going to say the best vehicle because it is a motorbike and it doesn't have any guns or anything like that, but it's definitely the fastest to get from point A to point B. And the other cool thing about it is that it is kind of like Skyrim's horse, but in Rage 2. Like, you can literally pretty much have a massive steep mountain, and there's no way you'd get past that with any other vehicle, but you can just nitro, and chances are that this bike will actually make it up. So I definitely recommend taking the yellow bar minimum up to level 10, and maybe the green bar up to level 7, which is, I believe, the level you get the only flying vehicle in the game. So I definitely recommend doing at least that. Anyway, moving on to some more tips or things I wish I knew when I started the game. So Rage 2 is all about having fun. Like I said before, there's only 7 story missions, and the rest of it's just exploration, having new abilities, leveling up those abilities, weapons, or whatever. Matter of fact, you can get pretty much every gun except one, which is the shotgun, outside of the story. You get all your abilities pretty much outside the story. It's all about the free roam and just having fun. Well, there is actually a way to have an even easier time and an even funner time, and that is if you come across the Wasteland Wizard. Now, if you do come across the Wasteland Wizard, you will be able to basically buy cheat codes. Now, keep in mind that this, or at least most of them, will disable trophies or achievements. All of them will, except the voiceovers. There's some really funny voiceovers as you play. Those ones don't disable trophies or achievements, but anything that changes gameplay mechanics or anything like that will. But there are some really cool cheats. Maybe if you're not interested in trophies or achievements, you just are playing it for the fun, then there are some really cool ones. You get like insta kills, you get like barrels for flying from the sky. There's just a lot to do on these cheats. So to find the Wasteland Wizard, there's actually a few areas that he can spawn. I'm going to leave 4 of them on this map right here. If he's not at any of these 4, just maybe fast travel and then look again until you finally find his like flying little device with him inside. It's like a little shop. Definitely something that you should look out for from the start of the game if you're not going for trophies or achievements. Now for the next thing, this one may be actually quite little, but at the same time it is kind of a game changer, and I kind of feel a bit embarrassed for not discovering this one until I beat the final boss of the game. So if you go into your menu and then go to inventory, you can actually craft healing items. To do this, you will have to buy the upgrade schematic in the general store in Gun Barrel, but it's incredibly useful because you can do this in the middle of battle, and if you're like just scavenging for health or cover because you know you're going to die, just quickly go into the menu, go to inventory, and then craft a few healing potions or items that are very, very useful. And you can already do this for other items like the boomerang grenades and stuff like that. The next thing I'm going to mention may be kind of obvious, but it's something that people may forget as they play the game. In Wellspring and Wellspring only, you can find the Cyberdock, and what the Cyberdock will do is use some of the rarer upgrade materials to give your character permanent upgrades. There's like more damage per weapon and stuff like that will just last forever, and maybe every time you kill like a mini boss or something like that, it's definitely worth to go and check, or maybe like each time you go back to Wellspring and see if you've got any upgrades available, because you can tell the difference. You can really tell the difference. Another thing that I think people may underestimate a bit is the weapon upgrades. Now in this game you can pretty much upgrade anything, but if you go to one of your weapons, you've got quite a lot of upgrades. Stuff like the assault rifle, where you can get ammo back as you kill enemies without reloading. That is pretty amazing. You can even get more permanent damage on the weapon. For the shotgun, there's an upgrade where you basically reload in one go and you don't have to put each slug in like one at a time. And just really game changing things depending on what weapon you're upgrading, but it's definitely something that you should keep track of, and maybe one of the prioritizing upgrade paths are the weapons in this game. Now the next things I'm going to say are more for the completionist out there, maybe people that are interested in the trophies or achievements or going for the platinum trophy and just 100% everything. There are a few trophies like the balloons, which are the MBTV promotional balloons. A quick heads up, these are randomized. The locations are completely random for each player, and if you go next to one, you will see a little icon on the map. Now as soon as you see that icon, just get out of the way and shoot it, because if you go too far away, it's going to disappear and you're never going to see that balloon again until sometime later. You'll probably find another one random, and to get the trophy or achievement you do have to shoot 17, and I definitely wouldn't leave that too late, because that was my mistake, and then you're going to find yourself running around the desert for hours on end until you randomly get one to spawn. Another thing very similar is the spy drones. You need to kill 30 of them. These are also very randomized, different for each player, and just get them out of the way as soon as you see them, okay? And really that's all I've got to tell you guys. These are things that I definitely wish I knew when I started the game. If you guys got any other tips, maybe for new players or even experienced players, please let me know down in the comments, guys. Hopefully this video is helpful, guys. If it was, please go like and subscribe, and see you next time, guys. If this guide was helpful, please consider joining as a member by using the join button or using the link in the description. This will support the channel, allowing me to get even more games to do, even more video guides. Thanks for the support. Take care, guys.